and let us get this thing going. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Hey, sis. Blessed
Hey,
and refreshed. It's so good to hear your voice. We are up early to talk, and we have Queen Key and Wanda here already. Thank you for being here.
yes. Good morning, Queen Key, and wonder how you ladies doing this morning.
My girls, I was trying to get this up and out the way before the little one woke up, and she just surprised me and popped up. So they are all over the place. But yeah, we can just jump right into it, y'all.
Yes. So we're gonna be speaking about just having control over your life. Um, and I think my daughter over too. Having control over your life and making your own rules. When it comes to our life, when it comes to our life, we think that we always have to you know abide by other people's rules. You have control over your own life, and in order, come on, come on.
Yep, that is so true, and it is actually forgotten in the community, especially with young women and women of color. So that's why we are here, and we're hopefully wanting to bring awareness and encouragement to young women such as ourselves who might have lost their way or who might trying to be finding their way right now. Good morning. Oh, y'all. Good morning, Ernesto and Ben. How are you? Good morning, Yolanda. How are you this morning? So good to see you as well. Um, yeah, y'all, this is our first time getting together and doing this, so we hope that you bear with us. But at the end of the day, I think it will turn out to be good. And yeah, be sure to comment afterwards to let us know what you think. So, what do y'all think about a mom, a young mom who might be a mom for the first time, who might or might not have her mom or parents or other family members around? And sometimes as a young mom, you might feel like, oh, I need a break, or I miss being with my friends, or I miss doing what I want to do. Um, so, how do you feel about a young child, let's say a toddler maybe, going to stay with grandma or grandpa just for you to get yourself together? Maybe it might be to go to school or something else like that. What do you feel about that? Hey, Patty, Grandma Patty, thank you for being here. Bud Files, how are you? Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. I know so many young mothers, they take advantage of the fact that mama or daddy or someone like that is there. So they go out and do what they want to do, and then they come back and not really want to be 100% a mother to their kids. But then you also have those ones who might need to get themselves together. Maybe they need to go to college, or maybe they need to get a new home, or things like that. So it kind of goes back and forth, 50-50. But it just kind of goes in hand to hand with getting getting your life together and having control over your own life.
Absolutely, yes. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I wasn't expecting my daughter to wake up, but yes. When it comes to your life, we have control over our life. Like we make our own rules. When it comes to, you know, motivation. You know how you want your day to go. You know how you want, you know what goal you want to get to. You set those rules for your life. You tell yourself, hey, I got this. Hey, today's going to be a great day. So you look yourself in the mirror, you're like, I'm beautiful. I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to allow anyone to, you know, belittle me, push me over, walk all over me. You make those rules, and doing that, you become successful. You have peace. You're able to move forward without having, just I'll say giants, because when you allow people to, walk all over you and just tell you, basically tell you how to live your life. Those are giants, because you cannot, you can't move like you want to, because you're allowing people to, you know, be like, well, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. No, you're your own individual and you have control over your life. So you say to yourself, no, I'm not doing that. And you don't tell me, because honestly, think about it. As individuals, there are people out there to be like, well, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that, or you know um they just, people love to tell people how to do things. So that's basically, people trying to control people's life and tell them how to, basically live their life. And
Exactly. And,
yeah,
and I know
so
that. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say
no, go ahead, sis.
I know that me personally. I've had situations in my life where I have a decision to do this. I got my mind set up, and then somebody be like, well, have you thought about this, or have you considered this? And I'm like, well, yeah, I, I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions. Like, why can you tell me what I should or should not be doing? If what I'm doing is the right decision.
Yes, absolutely. Patty says everyone's situation is different. I guess it depends on what works for individual to individual in different circumstances. Some people may need a little push and some may need be more independent. That is very true, Patty. And in situations like that, that's understandable when you need that push, but just I'm speaking from a viewpoint of, just people control, just trying to, just always trying to control people. But there are those people out there that do need that push. And in a situation like that, that is, you know, excuse, because I know from time to time I do need pushes, and I do need to go to, someone else and be like, get advice on certain things, when it
Yeah,
comes to a certain situation. So yes, Patty, that is very true.
an opinion, and then sometimes when you go to somebody that you might trust just to get an opinion, sometimes they make you feel like what you're talking about is just crazy, and then that makes you feel some type of way. But
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
we have to, remind ourselves that sometimes you might need reassurance for some things. We all do.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. I know, a lot of times, just, going throughout the day and, me and my fiance, we having conversation, we have a lot of agree to disagree agreements. And it's just, just normal talks that we be having. And um I sit down and I think about the conversations we have and I'm like, um, well, because when we haven't, honestly, sometimes we having conversations, we don't think about certain things. But when, you know, um, after the conversation, it kind of clicks in your head like, I didn't think about that at that time. But now it makes sense. And, I understand. But yeah, it just, yeah, the Bud Files, Buzz out says, don't control each other. Yes, but don't get me wrong, just being there for each other and uplifting each other and everything, that's basically what we're saying. But we're just saying, basically, those people that feel like they can just go around just controlling and
Hmm.
just controlling people life, those individuals that just feel like they can just go to anybody and just be like, you know you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. That's basically a standpoint where I'm speaking from.
Hmm. And I think that goes hand in hand with men and women, because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we as women can be so dominant and so independent that we forget how we are treating that one. Maybe he got something to say and we're not fully listening because we're so strong minded. So kind of just as
Right.
you get older, you realize those things, but when you're young, it doesn't really click. I don't think.
Right, exactly. Yes. Good morning, be the brats.
Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Kelly King. Good to see you both. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we just chopping it up, y'all, talking about how it seems like people try to people try to control people, and sometimes men and women can be so dominant that they forget how they're treating the next person, and that also goes in hand to hand with women or men taking advantage of certain situations, right? You got you might have a I don't know. I'm trying to, like I just said earlier, the situation with you got your. Hold on, excuse me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yes. Patty said when going through situations, you really need positivity. But some people are negative about everything. I would pray and talk to God about it and decide what good for me. That's exactly true, Patty. When going through situations, you definitely want to, hear that positivity. You don't want to be around anything negative because it doesn't help the situation. I know, when it comes to, me giving my weekly motivation, I always throw in, hey, look for that positive, you know, um when you waking up in the morning and that's a positive, you should be happy. You should be, grateful that, you're alive and you're seeing another day. And if you get up and you're the first thing that you hear is something negative, that's kind of like, ew, but at the end of the day, you have to, just be like, you know what? That's, I can't allow that to start my day. I can't allow that to determine how I'm going to feel for the day. You have to knock out that negative and bring in that positive. Yes, Patty, I agree. Good morning, Yolanda. How are you, sis? Exactly, Yolanda. um the negativity, yes, I block it out also. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So
Oh,
so
I
you
was gonna,
guys, huh?
yeah, I was gonna say I'm still tuning in. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Um, so yes, like I had, um, I had um a incident at work on yesterday, and it was a customer. I was helping him, and you know I helped him in every way possible, because when it came to the situation that he needed help with, he um he was being very negative, and he was like, I didn't help him, and it was ridiculous, but it was only ridiculous due to the fact that he didn't get the answers that he needed, or that he wanted. I would say that he wanted, because he was helped. At the end of the day, um his order um he got another order, he got everything fixed. So, but because I wasn't able to escalate his product, um expedite his product to him, or because I was not able to actually just replace it. I had to actually go in and cancel and reorder something for him. He didn't want that. He just wanted me to replace it, which I wasn't able to do. But that is like a negative situation. Like, he was so negative about the situation. Like, he didn't find anything positive about the fact that I helped him and it was successful. you know, I didn't allow that to, you know, come into my atmosphere, and bring and allow my energy to become negative. I blocked that out, and I stayed positive, because um situations like that, you have those certain people that just do not find anything positive. Like, it's always negative, and it's just like, you've got to be kidding me, because like, how was it ridiculous? Like, at the end of the day, I helped you. I was not able to expedite it. No, I was not. But guess what? You're still gonna get it. That's a positive, you know. Good morning, Tamiko Davis.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. I know that are you like in a call center environment?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like it seems like it's much harder. You would think it's easier because you don't have to look at the people.
Right. Which it really doesn't bother me. I mean, because you're gonna have those people, but um like I say, even like I like that environment, because I like to make people smile. Like, I like to make people smile, and if someone comes around and they come around me sad, or they're frustrated, I enjoy helping people to become happy and smile at the end before they leave from around me. Like, I love
Mm.
that. Like, I have a passion for that.
And that's interesting. How do you do that? Because me, I would, I kind of start feeling that type of energy. Like if you're sad or you're mad, I feel that energy too.
Y- Uh, the thing is to just push. I just keep throwing out those words of encouragement. You know, regardless of if you're talking to them and they're steady saying something negative, nope. I'm steady throwing out words of encouragement. Now, if it get to a point where they're just like, I don't want it anymore, then hey, I can't force you on that, because guess what? That's what you want. If you don't want that positivity, I'm going to just let you go. But I am glad that I attempted to help you. I am glad that I did get some type of piece of encouragement out there, regardless of the fact if you decided to accept it or not. you know. And you do have those ones out there. You can they can come in around you, and you're pushing that encouragement out there, but they're still like they're still just low and down and everything, and you're just throwing that energy out there. You're just trying to build them up. You're just trying to keep them going, like, come on, you got this, you got this, you got this, you know and you just have those individuals. But at the end of the day, for the majority of the part, I can say that if they come around me and I'm throwing them words of encouragement out, they're gonna leave with a smile.
Hmm. No, I'm wondering that everything that you just said for me sounds like like on a basis of just a friend or somebody, being at work or something like that. But what about in your personal life? Like, what do you do when you're trying to, be there for your sister and she got an attitude and she mean and, carrying on, and you try to lift her up and try to remind her that you love her and that, that everything gonna be okay, but she's still like, what do you do then? You can't just cut your sister off.
No, I don't cut her off. I've actually had that to happen with my youngest sister. She's been down and depressed, and you know I sent her words of encouragement. And me and my youngest sister, actually, we've been together since we were, you know like little or whatever. So um I may do a story time eventually um on this, actually. But we just been together since we were little, due to my mom um passing away. And we had to go and stay with my aunt. So yeah, like, she have a lot of times when she's depressed and down. So I am that one that um lifts her spirits up. I did have a situation where, you know, it was hard to lift her up, but what I did was, I allowed her um space. I allowed her space, just to, kind of breathe. And I went back and I kind of checked on her and to make sure she was okay. And that actually helped. Me allowing her to actually just breathe and take time to herself and come back and check on her and give her some more courage and words, that actually helped. Because even when I went back to her, her spirits was still down a little bit due to the situation that she was going through or whatever. So sometimes, even when it comes to a sibling or whatever, we can be there and we can uplift them. And at that moment, if they're not acceptable to it, we can just step back, let them breathe for a minute, and then go back, check on them, and
Hmm.
allow those encouraging words again. And most likely that second time, those spirits their spirits going to be uplifted because they got time to actually breathe, to think, and accept. Sometimes people can be going through things, and we can bombard in on people, um without allowing them to just breathe and think about, you know, the situation at hand. You know, I think I do that time to time. I can accept that I do that at times. When even even before the pandemic, I could when I was working like at Walmart, and I'm at work and I'm like on my break or something, and I see somebody down, I used to go up to the person, and I used to give them encouraging words, and sometimes the person was susceptible to it, and sometimes the person would look at me like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" I'll give you an example. I'm at Walmart. I'm on my break, and one of the workers came by me and they said, "Why you always smiling? How do you always smile?" Babe, like that's what I do. Like that's who I am. Like that's me. Like I love to smile. Like I'm not a person that's going to just always be frowned up. Like uh you do have those people that just always walking around with a frown, and you just, I mean, and honestly, you just never know what a person is going through. I mean, if they're always walking around with a frown, they're probably, probably having a rough life, probably been through a lot, but that's where I would step in and I would, give those encouraging words and try to uplift them because maybe they need that. Maybe they've never had that. Some people haven't ever had that. All they've known is negativity. And when you step in and give those encouraging words, give them a hug and be like, it's gonna be okay, and it's gonna get better. The sun will shine. Um, hold your head up. You know, um, some people be shocked that you even stop by and give them encouraging words because they've never had that. I've had people like that to react like that, but they was very very appreciative that I did that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Somebody who's not really used to it would be kind of standoffish, like, why are you being so positive? I'm going through something, Sometimes I know me, if I'm always happy and silly. But if I'm going through something and I'm a little down, I expect somebody to come up to me and lift me up like I would do them. But things are just not like they used to be, and it's sad. But that's why we're here. Maybe we can remind somebody, anybody who they are or where they come from, and that there's love in the inside of all of us.
Yes, absolutely. Good morning, Rashonda.
I'm sorry, we definitely not ignoring y'all in the chat. I'm cooking breakfast, multitasking over here, but thank you all so much for being here. We got T and we got this thing we started today, and I hope that you are enjoying it. Um, yeah.
So
So, oh yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, you go ahead.
So yeah, what are some ways that you may I know you take care of your sister, um and that's amazing. That's amazing. Um and I know some days, you're a caregiver, and I know some days it get hard for you. How are some ways that you stay motivated with being a mom, a sister, a caregiver? You know,
Yeah, well, I think prior to YouTube, it was more so just my kids, just knowing that, the kids waiting on me to get up and make breakfast. My sister's waiting on me to get up and come tend to her. Um, hubby most of the time is gone to work, but just to know that somebody needs me, somebody's depending on me. Yeah, just knowing that somebody is there waiting on me, just I don't know, it makes it easier. But there is also a real thing. It's called burnout, and sometimes I experience burnout a lot often, um, and it's really sad. It's really depressing. But then when you got, everybody else in the house who's depending on you, who might be having a bad day. Nene might be feeling some type of way. I gotta try to, uplift her spirits. And I don't know, it's just hard. I don't even really I can show it, but I can't really speak on it because it's wacky. But I'm happy to be here. I definitely won't complain. But ever since I started YouTube, I feel like you guys are keeping me going, just knowing that um, you guys are waiting on me to drop the next video or waiting to see me do whatever I might do is motivating to me.
Yes, absolutely, Tam Tam. Well, that's amazing. I know, with us having girls, just knowing, the education on positivity and motivation and everything, we have to know that because we have young girls that are looking up to us, and they're gonna have a lot of days that they're down, and we got to know how to uplift their spirits and keep them going, and let them know that you're beautiful. Let them know that, um, let them know that they are worthy. Um, we got to know how to guide them, and from day to day. So, just like Eden, she's going through. Yes, baby. Mom. She's going through. Okay, she's going through her toddler stages, and she's going through her emotional phase right now. So she has a lot of days and times throughout the day where she's like sad, and I'm just like, sad. I have to question, like, well, why are you sad? And then I push that positive out there, and I let her know happy, and I tell her why she should be happy. you know that's motivation towards her. And when I explain that to her, in that moment, she's happy, and she's playing, and she's smiling, opposed to being sad as to how she came to me. Hmm. Come on. So yes, you guys, be the brat, that is correct. Burnout is real, and as I know we have a lot of mothers in the chat, and fathers too. Come on, fathers too, and come on, let's go. Fathers too, and with us just being parents, we do get burned out a lot. And we have to take that break, and you know, be able to breathe and go back to be able to take care of, you know, our be able to take care of our children.
Right. Um, you mentioned taking a break, and I'm thinking I haven't had a break since I lost my mom. So that just brings me back to, people taking advantage of the fact that they might have a parent or somebody there to take care of their kids. I know that, speaking from experience, um, Nene was always with my mom and dad. She always wanted to be with them when she was smaller. Um, they always wanted her, and then after a while, I got used to it. So I took that time to work on me. I was 25 when I had her, but of course, I was still living with my parents. I wasn't independent or anything. I didn't have a good job. So um, at that time, I found out who I was and who I wanted to be. So I wasn't partying or creeping around or anything. I was just spending time to myself, like really trying to be a mother and trying to make sure. And most of the time, I was right there in the house. I was in the basement, and they wanted to be with each other and didn't want to be bothered with me. So at some point in time, my parents moved. They moved out of, not out of the state, but out of the city. And at that time, I had the choice, and Nene had the choice because she was about 4 or 3 or something like that, to stay or go, and she wanted to go with grandma and grandpa, and it was good. That time turned into 2 years of me going up and down the highway to visit her every holiday, every birthday, and I felt okay with that, because I was getting myself together. So, and plus she was always busy. She had, cousins and my sisters and everybody who kept her busy. So she wasn't like crying out for mama or anything. But what about
Right.
those who, eventually she came back home. Um, she was about 5 or 6 when she finally came back home. But what about those who take advantage of that? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Um, well, those people that take advantage of situations like that, um, okay, cool. You definitely have to, yes, okay. You definitely have to, I, I'm that type of person that bring awareness to people. Like I like to be like, hey, I feel like you're doing this. This is making me feel, this way. I just like to bring that attention to them so they can know what's going on and go from there. You know, when it comes down to people, some people, and I say bring it to their awareness because some people now, not all, but some people do things and not know that they're doing it or don't realize that they're doing it. But that's why I like to bring that awareness to them, bring that to their attention. And once you bring that to their attention, then you can go forward and be like, okay, I brought this to this person's attention, you know, they're still doing it. Um, and you can go from there. You decide how you want to, take control of that situation from there because at that point they know. So that's usually how I would go about
Yeah. Well, I know that pretty much the reason of me bringing that up is that, you know, mom is convenient and she might be saying yes, she want her grandbaby. But I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, mama ain't always gonna be there.
it. Right.
Are you in a place to raise your kids? I'm just speaking from somebody who's young, a young mom doing that. Are you in a place to raise your kids physically or financially? Because I'm doing a lot of things for the first time without my mama.
Hmm.
So, you know,
Yeah.
hopefully
And
people get encouraged to write down their goals and actually manifest and say things out loud and make things happen.
exactly. Yes. With me, hold on, you guys. With me, my mom, she passed away at the age of 5. So, like I say, my auntie raised me and my sister. Um, and she has a long distance relationship with my daughter, unfortunately, because, just, the feel like my daughter picks up bad energy. Like if she feel like you have bad energy or she feel like, you're a person that comes aggressive, she will not deal with you. I'm sorry, but she would not deal with you. If you're an aggressive person and she feel like you have bad energy, she will not she just won't. She won't go to you, she won't speak to you because she just that's just how she is. An example. We was in Walmart one day and uh my supervisor spoke to me and her and my supervisor, she has great energy, she's a very nice person, not so much to a point where she allow people to push over her, but she just have that genuine um spirit. And
Mm.
Eden, I kid you not, Eden has never seen her before. Eden literally had a conversation with this lady because she's that genuine person. She has positive energy. So, she picked up on it and she interacted with that, opposed to someone that would come and they're aggressive and they have that bad energy. Eden just gonna stare at you and she gonna be like mm-mm, mm-mm. So you know um just that's unfortunately, with that um situation. She does have a long distance relationship with her where she only talks to my aunt that took care of us as little girls. She only talks to her over the phone. Face to face, she will not talk to her because she's kind of on the uh aggressive side.
Mm. And sometimes that's just how. Sometimes do you think it's just how they were raised, or do you think there's another underlying issue? You know what I mean? Sometimes I say that
There's
you can either be raised in love or you can be raised in survival.
Yes, 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 yes. Um, and believe it or not, that plays being raised in love and being raised in survival. Wow, that definitely come on,
That's
yeah,
a good
cat.
topic for
That
one of our.
definitely plays a big impact on your life. Believe it or not, it does. Um, we actually, we me and my fiance, we sat down and we came to agreement because we both pretty much came from a pretty rough, childhood. And, we sat down and we said that what we're not going to allow Eden to encounter, what we're not going to allow um, her to see, to hear. When it comes to us, having disagreements, we agree to disagree. We talk it out. We don't yell at each other. We don't, we don't have none of that roughness going on. Um, and we both encounter that as young children. We both know how that feel, and we definitely came to an agreement. We was like, we won't allow her to see that, endure that, hear that. We don't. It don't matter if it's coming from us or if we know who not to take her around. When it comes to that, and because we know that encounter is going to happen. So she's always been a happy baby, always. Because we allowed her not to, you know, encounter that situation. Um, I feel like, when it comes to children, and I don't want to. I need to make sure I'm saying this right because I don't want to step on toes or anything or make anyone feel bad. But when it comes to children, they definitely need that positive environment because they're the future. They're growing up. They don't know what's right and what's wrong, and we have to plant that in them. You know, um, they deserve positivity as a child. They're innocent. They deserve to have. Come on, boo. They deserve to have that they just deserve to have that happy spirit, that loving spirit. They deserve to be um, taken care of because they are new in the world and they don't know what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. That is perfectly said. And too many of us become mothers and forget that it is all about the kids. And yeah, I had a topic, but my baby's calling me. I'm sorry. But a lot of young mothers get so wrapped up in their friends or their spouse or whatever that they forget to buckle down, and be there for their kids. So um, I always say that my kids are gonna look at me like I was a housekeeper when they get older, because all I'm doing is cooking and cleaning. But they like to jump in and help too. So that's another thing, getting the kids involved and interacting with them um, makes things a lot better as well. I didn't always have that. I played a lot of video games. Um, I would always go in there and hug on my mama, and she loved me and everything like that. My dad did too, but I was just by myself a lot, and I think it was good and bad. Um, I wish I would have had that interaction so that I can know how to interact with people. I haven't always been as I am. Like I said before, I've had an attitude problem in the past, but it just depends on on how you're raised.
Yes, absolutely. When it comes to um, when it comes down to I forgot what I was about to say, y'all. Trying to get up back to the back. But when it comes down to, happiness and, your childhood, I feel like, that's the most sensitive, the most important part of your life. Tam said something that I wanted to touch on, and my mind went blank. Um,
I
I
swear,
forgot what I
mom.
was gonna say.
Maybe that's called mom brain, not only pregnancy brain, because I be doing that.
I do that a lot too, but yes, when it comes down to just when it come on when it comes down to just life, you guys. We have that control. Just remember that. Just remember that we have control over our life, and even I'll say this. Let me send these encouraging words out. Scoot over, Pooh. Come on. Even though you've had a rough childhood, you can rewrite. You can rewrite that. You can reestablish that when you get older. Guess what? You're older now. You learn. You're still learning. You learn something new every day. So you learn things and ways to become happy. So even though you endured, a rough childhood, even though you endured, rough situations coming up, like as a teenager or a young adult, if you're older now, you have that control to just, speak that positivity in your life. You have mentors out here that you can reach out to get that help. You have, even if, um, you have the internet where you can look up things to reach out to people if you don't know anyone. um you just have that, that and I feel like that's a very special gift. Sorry, thank you. I feel like that's a very special gift when it comes to being able to, you know, take back your life and make yourself happy and be able to rewrite that. And a, a lot of times, yes, baby, a lot of times I have thought about, just writing a book about, my life and the things that, that I've endured. I just think that, it will lift somebody up, and it will help bring that awareness and that change. It'll empower somebody to start that change in their life. There's a lot that I wanted to do. Um, yes, baby. There's a lot that I wanted to do as a child, and I wasn't able to do it because I was always told no. Well, when I got to an age where I was able to, you know, take back my life and be able to recreate those things and do it, I did it. When I got in college, I wanted to I took back my life and I literally did everything that I wanted to do. Um, when I was in school, I wanted to do an activity. I wanted to do sports. I wanted to play a sport, regardless if it was soccer, volleyball. I wanted to do something. Um, when I got in high school, I wanted to run. I wanted to do homecoming queen. Um, um, that was shot down. But when I got in college, I did all of that, all of those things. I ran for homecoming queen, and I actually got it. I actually won it because I took control over that situation. I pushed myself, and I said, I'm going to get this. I manifest this stuff into my life, and everything that I manifested, I got. So, just sending those positive words out there, um, um, for anybody that may feel like, it's the end. It's not. It's not. You got this, and I'm sending the encouraging words out there to push yourself and manifest that into your life. That you're gonna get it. You're gonna make it. You've got this. You're gonna achieve that goal. So just keep going. And that's what I'll end this with. Tam, you got something else that you would like to say?
Yes, just everything that you said is beautiful. Manifestation is definitely real. We all have ambitions and dreams, and we can do it. Yes, absolutely. Um, hopefully, we can get together and do this again soon and figure out a
Yeah,
topic to talk about. Hey, SA and Frugal Mama, thank you for being here.
yes, absolutely. We definitely can do this again. The more we do this, I feel like we'll reach a lot of people and we can uplift spirits and um, just bring that positive atmosphere, um, because I feel like a lot of people that is scared to reach out, if you know they don't want to talk to someone, if they see a video or something, that's helping someone because they're watching and they're listening and they're accepting that into their ears. So it's really, that'll be really good.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm so glad that we are doing this together. You are such a motivation to me and to to others as well. I think we can really reach a crowd of younger women or men who might be um, feeling like they just had too much more that they can endure. So we're
I,
definitely gonna do this again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore the chat. I'm sorry. Hey, mother of three, how are you? SA, we are good, doing pretty well. We actually been here almost an hour now, so we're bringing it to an end. You got anything else you want to add before we go?
no, I think that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first collab that we have done. We definitely have more coming. Um, right now we're probably just gonna do it once a week until we can actually, get things together. Um, so I definitely hope that that y'all enjoyed this.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, I encourage you to have a good Monday, a good week, good, a good everything, whatever you got going on, your dreams and ambitions. As Fuku Mama would say, let's just jump into it. Let's just do it. Write down your goals in your blue book with your blue pen. Check them off. Go back, write down new ones. Just a little bit at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. For those of you that are just coming in, please hit the replay if you can. And yeah, thank you so much, Yolanda. Leave us any feedback, please, after to let us know what you thought. And
Let us know, even let us know some topics that you guys would like for us to talk about also, because we definitely are open to talking about things that you guys would like to hear, um, learn more information on. We definitely can, talk about that stuff too. So please feel free to leave a comment after the live and let us know what you guys would like for us to talk about.
yes, yes, please do. Um, all right, y'all. So we're gonna hop up off of here. Stay encouraged. Tell somebody you love them. Grab the babies, hug them even tighter. Because tomorrow's not promised, y'all. Just try to stay positive and whatever you're going through. And we will see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.